Hello everyone. 2021 is at the verge of taking a due. Today is 31st December 2021. Hardly 6 hours are left.
And we are about to start a fresh new year, which is 2022. So we thought, why not have a total recap of whatever has gone on this past 1 year and have a little discussion about it.
The first question I would like to ask you, uh, since you were at home, how did you spend your days?
Well, as we all know, even the lockdown has continued in 2021 as well. So I did not get a chance to experience the daily routine as such, be it the daily routine of going to college. Everything was restricted to home. So I've spent most of my days working from home only. And once in a while, I've gone out, met my friends, enjoyed. So more or less, it has been a very routine year.
Okay. And did you learn something? Something new?
Well, if we talk about some kind of technical thing, then I have not learned any such skill as such. But if we talk about life lessons, then yes, I might have learned a few life lessons here and there.
So that's what I want you to share. What life lessons did you learn?
Well, this year there was one incident of our father going through a massive heart attack. So I think that taught a lot of things to the whole family, all four of the family members, Do not take for granted any of the time that you have, and also to take care of your health, Do not take it lightly if you feel something is wrong. And it also taught me that tough times do not last forever. Like in that moment, you feel like it is the end of the world, but later on, gradually things become fine with time. What about you? What would you say? What is the life lesson that you have learned?
I think you should ask me after a while. Well, let me finish my set of questions and after that I would allow you to ask me. Okay. Well, the third one is since you were at home and you just told that you kept on doing one thing or other, but I think you were busy with some writing work as well. Maybe you were busy with some NGOs writing or some sort of thing like that. So, what exactly was that?
Well, my work is basically content writing. So I was busy writing content for a few websites and few startups as part of my internship or freelancing. Other than that, I've worked for one or two NGOs regarding the content as well.
Okay. And did you read any book or did you watch? I think you must have watched a lot of programs, a lot of serial sort of thing, perhaps, because as I used to see you watching. So, what sort of programs did you watch?
Well, I'm pretty sure every single person of my generation, like every single person, irrespective, has spent this whole year binge watching a lot of shows thanks to Netflix because every single person is on Netflix. So I believe most of the things that I watched, almost every other person on that side has watched as well. So most of the shows that came out this year on Netflix, I am a fan of Korean dramas. So I watched a lot of Korean dramas and shows this year.
Okay, just yesterday we were talking about a particular Korean drama that a lady, she goes to France and she starts living.
It actually isn't a Korean drama. It's a very famous series, Emily in Paris. I'm sure everyone must have heard about it on Netflix. So I was sharing a small incident from that about the work culture of France and Paris. How it is so different from what we have been seeing of America, and it has kind of influenced us. This 24/7 hustle culture where you constantly need to work and work, like that should be your biggest priority. So the show basically showed that the work culture in France, basically there's a dialogue that we work to live, we don't live to work. So their whole life is very eased out. They are good at what they do, but there's a limit to it. Like nobody is allowed to contact each other during lunch hours, or if there's any party where everyone has attended that party, you're not supposed to discuss business there. So this whole kind of relaxed work atmosphere, I realized that that should be the new norm, a healthy norm. instead of this constant pressure of making more and more money.
In India, the stress is more on working. I mean, everyone keeps us teaching us lesson that we should keep on working, and we should keep on working very hard. Do you think it is right, this concept? Because it is going a little against the French concept.
I feel this whole concept of working hard, I feel everybody is so motivated by these so-called motivational speakers that everyone has this notion that you need to work hard, but nobody has an answer to what exactly are you working hard for. Like just the fact that every day you're struggling for 7 to 11 hours doing something and the result that you're getting out of it. So instead of just blindly working, one should once have a clear plan of what you're working towards. Is it actually reaping any rewards? The amount of work you're putting in, is the result you're getting equal to that? Or is there something else that would require less amount of effort? Because I strongly believe in working smart rather than working hard. If there's something that could be done in 4 hours, so instead of spending 11 hours behind it just for the fact that I'm working hard. So I think these kind of things, I believe people could use their brains in a bit better.
Okay, fine. And I don't know whether I've asked this question. What lessons did you learn?
Yeah, well, you did ask me this question, I did answer.
Okay. Then would you like, of course, one you just talked about the heart attack that I had. But apart from that, any good experience would you like to share?
Very honestly, this year I cannot think of anything extraordinary happening, like something really, really remarkable. But in general, if you ask me, I think I'm very content and happy with this year because it has been very peaceful and consistent. Like I was happy with my routine. For many people, it might be mundane, but I was happy in my mundane routine. Like instead of constant ups and downs of extremes happening, I was happy with a constant mood and routine life.
Okay. Would you like to give any message, sort of?
Yeah, right. So if I have to actually give a message, I don't think I'm in a position to, but still, if I have any such message, I'd just say that I wish everybody has a great year ahead in 2022. And I hope everybody does not pressurize themselves too much. This whole thing that starts off in a new year that things need to be perfect from now on. Everything will be great. People have this concept that I'll change my life. So you can just take it easy and be more realistic about it.
Do you believe in taking resolutions? Because whenever new year shows its face, everyone starts talking about the resolutions. So do you believe in taking resolutions?
I believe in taking resolution, but I don't believe in the concept that just because it's the start of a new year, you have to take a resolution. Like if you really want to change something, you could even make a resolution on the 29th of December and follow it throughout till whenever you want. So I don't think resolutions and changing your life needs a particular time in the whole year. Like as we all know, 1st January is coming.
It is just tomorrow.
All the gyms in every place will be completely overcrowded with a lot of people, and by the first week of February, the whole crowd will automatically vanish because that's just how New Year's are.
Still, suppose you have to take 1 or 2 resolutions. What resolutions would you like to take?
My resolution would be to not be too hard on myself and be happy with whatever is happening or whatever I'm getting out of my hard work. I think that would be my resolution.
Okay, fine. Now it is your turn, you can ask me the questions.
Right. So my first question to you is, what is the biggest lesson that you learned in 2021?
Not exactly the biggest lesson, but I felt one should keep oneself busy in a very creative manner to overcome one's boredom and loneliness. Since all of us, we were confined to our house and in a small world, as we were getting the news of depression and all sorts of things like that, I kept myself busy in so many creative works. And I found the life going very smooth. So it is a sort of lesson that one should keep oneself busy in a creative manner, in a positive manner.
Right. Now, my next question is, what would you say was the best experience of 2021 for you?
In fact, 2021 was quite a productive year for me. To engage myself, I started experimenting, making short movies. And I made a couple of good movies. That was a very new field for me, a sort of new experience for me, and that gave me a lot of kick. I learned so many things in this particular field. The second big thing happened that I wrote 3 or 4 books, and I felt I wrote pretty good, though I should not tell that I wrote pretty good, but at least I utilized my time and I wrote 4 books in 2021. So I made about 8 or 10 movies and I wrote 4 books. I think I should pat my back.
Right. True, indeed. That particular incident, I would say, we cannot skip that whole heart attack episode that happened. What did you get out of it? Like something, anything that you maybe learned from it, or anything that you experienced from it?
In fact, it is beyond imagination that a person like me could get a heart attack, because I was very particular about my health. I used to do yoga, I used to eat healthy, and I was very cheerful. I was enjoying my work, and still I got the heart attack. So you know what lessons I got? I got that one should not do any yoga forgot sort of thing like that. Be very cool and eat anything that you want, and don't overburden yourself about doing yoga and all. Since the time I have returned home after my heart attack, very honestly, I am not doing any sort of yoga. Off and on I walk. I am relaxed. I am enjoying. The thing is that I have learnt a lesson that one should not be too strict about oneself. योगा होगा अपनी जगह पे ठीक है, लेकिन बहुत ज़्यादा करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है.
Well, I'll tell you what. What I think you should take out of it is sometimes it's okay to not overwork yourself and like just do nothing and relax. I think that is one thing that you should definitely keep in mind. That sometimes doing nothing is a good thing to do.
Right.
So lastly, any message that you have for the people watching us?
Before I give the answer to that one, I would like to add 1 or 2 more things. In fact, since you didn't ask me, in 2021 I read a lot of books. So I read Ram, Sita and Ravan, the Amish series. Then I read Draupadi. I read a couple of books in Hindi. So I think I read somewhere about 15 books. So that was a good phase for me. Then from you only I picked up watching Korean dramas and films. So I started watching films and programs of different countries, and I loved those programs. Altogether it was a new experience, seeing the new culture and all. So that is what really gave me a kick. I enjoyed reading also. And as far as the message is concerned, I would rather tell whatever I follow. Don't think much and enjoy your day. Every day enjoy in the best possible way. Engage yourself in some creative works that gives you enjoyment from within. So that is the message. So I want you to sum up and wind up.
Well, this was our take on the whole year that has passed by, which was 2021. So we'd love if you would have a conversation with your family and friends about how this year has gone by as well, and do let us know as well. Thank you.
Thank you.